Turning our attention to Jadeja, if you haven't seen breaking news, now it's on the ticker that he's given away captaincy, given it back to MS Dhoni. You clearly saw that he felt a little lost as a captain, and I think for him his own personal form is far more important now going forward, because again CSK are all but out of the tournament. So it's better he focuses on his batting and bowling. The remaining games, gets some runs, takes some wicket, and goes into the India season as a guy in total form. I think it's a good idea.
It's a great idea. It's a good idea for two reasons. One, he gets to focus on his game. Two, he looked ill-equipped for captaincy. He did not really look suited to that role. It seemed like he was still like Dhoni was captaining the team, and he was there as, you know, an in-name captain, let's say. So not much is changing for them, if you ask me, and this is me saying it honestly, because all the jokes aside, it did seem a lot of the time you could see Dhoni making the changes.
Dhoni was the captain, even if Jadeja was there for the toss.
No, what do you guys think, Siddhant? You think he's like he's had the taste of captaincy now, Jadeja, and probably realized, so it's not just this season thing. You think he's realized, that's it, I don't want to
he's not going to get it now.
No, and he doesn't have any
I don't think he wants to either.
See, then or it could, he might have his own aspirations, I feel, Jadeja, to lead this side, because he's been playing for them for a number of years. But I think the CSK management have also realized that probably he's not best suited to be the captain, because anyway Dhoni was taking most of the decisions. So they just probably, the day Dhoni decides to retire, they're going to be like, we're going to just, like RCB did with Faf, they're going to get somebody else and ask them to be captain.
Perhaps, if this move, if you have to look at it in the future maybe, perhaps this is not the final year for MS Dhoni in CSK. It might not be. They will, because again see, 2023 is yet again a World Cup year. Would you again want to saddle Jadeja with captaincy?
No, but MS Dhoni is not going to take decision about his future based on what is best for Ravindra Jadeja. Is he going to be like, oh, you know what, Jadeja has to play, this is the World Cup year and he has to be in form, so let me play one more year? I don't think so. He will take a call. You may be right saying that maybe because he's been firing a bit with the bat, he may think, and maybe this is what they've discussed also, that he was, earlier I remember MS Dhoni had said that he's going to see how this particular season goes. Based on how this season goes, he'll take a call in his future. Maybe, again, this could be another thing why this decision has been taken. Maybe MS feels he's good to go for another season.
Another year,
In which case, it's served the dual purpose of relieving Jadeja from that burden, in which case he can concentrate on his thing. And if that's an interesting point, that maybe MS sees himself playing another season. But I don't think he's going to take, MS is going to take a call for the sake of Jadeja that, let me, captain
because
another
see, they will need a long-term captain now. Because if Jadeja is not your captaincy material, even for next year, who do they have? Maybe 2023 could be the scouting year as to who will be the captain. Maybe Rituraj could be lead the race for 2024.
Who do you think? Take a guess. Let's say existing team.
Existing team.
Open the squad for us, Shivam. Take Rituraj Gaikwad is a contender, but again we haven't seen him captain.
A lot of them are so old. That's a big problem.
No, the other contender was Raidu, who's captain from the under 19 level and at the domestic level.
But
again, age. Towards the end of his career.
Among all the youngsters, I would look at is just Rituraj. Because even now, if you have to look at it, he's in a leadership kind of a role even in the Maharashtra cricket team. He's taking the decisions, he's been honed for all that. Apart from that, who else they will not appoint a foreigner. Okay, the dark horse could be Deepak Chahar.
That's what I was thinking.
I think that is the only logical choice.
No, if they don't get someone else.
Otherwise, I said like they'll go like the way RCB did. Gonna go find a captain at the auction or something.
The problem with Deepak Chahar would have been because of his injuries and fast bowlers. That's why they don't go for, because they are likely to get injured. In which case you would need another thing. Correct. Foreigner, you're saying not going to go. Who are the other guys in form? Robin Uthappa towards the end of his career.
Again, so I'm not sure
Shivam Dubey, I don't think they will
not Dubey. Too young.
I don't think
because see, you will have to build a base from 2023 onwards. Because if Jadeja is not your captaincy material, then they have a problem. They have a huge problem in the leadership void.
There's a huge void, we can see that, and the way they have handled this.
They're playing hot potato with captain.
Jadeja gone now, you have given it back to MS Dhoni.
Actually not a hot potato.
I'm saying they might have made it like Jadeja is handing it over back.
But we knew. Sugar-coated it.
Sugar-coated it, and my entire point is, I still don't see anybody among these guys becoming the next CSK captain. I think so. They're going to go out and look for somebody new completely.
Or completely new.
Completely new.
Not Ruturaj.
Then maybe.
No, but who are the ones available? Let's say there is no auction. There is nothing. You'll have to look at guys who didn't play this.
Moeen Ali.
What I'm saying, what if Ben Stokes? What if Ben Stokes?
But they'll have to pick him first.
No, I am saying exactly they'll have to go out at the auction and pick somebody.
I don't think he fits into that system.
Suresh Raina is Shivam's choice, but they didn't even pick him. I don't think
they had more than 2 crore. My entire point is they had more than 2 crore rupees left in that purse and they still did not pick Suresh Raina.
And if Suresh Raina would have been the go-to guy, then maybe, if you're looking at that, then maybe why not Ambudi Raidu also? I mean, I'm saying
See, I am looking at the age
and
factor.
Raidu is a regular in his side. Suresh Raina doesn't play regularly.
Even if I have to look at the age factor bit, I could have picked Bravo, but Bravo was also towards the end of his career. Moeen Ali, because I think he's also captain.
He is captain Worcestershire. He also plays
like actually this is something that we could check. Go through all the teams which are there right now in this particular thing. Not doing it now. I'm sure there'll be certain people who've captained in other places who they might look to target, assuming but there's an exchange.
That's what I'm saying. We're still assuming that there'll be trade in and trade out. See, you can only think of now. So because those are things that are uncertain, I don't think CSK has that in mind. I think one very interesting point that Siddharth said, maybe they have now reassessed, or I'm not saying CSK, but MS Dhoni has reassessed his own career and thinks he may be good to go for another season.
Because
now that realization has come in, and maybe that's why they've decided that, again, twofold, because the Jadeja experiment didn't work, and now MS thinks he may be good enough to go for another season.
Yes.
All that put together, they've decided.
Because I'll tell you why. Because the decision of this has been taken when it's mid-season for CSK.
Let me ask a question, by the way. Do you think this decision is also on the back of, forget what we are assuming that maybe MS comes back or not. Maybe they're not even looking at it. Of course, it's kick-started by the fact that Jadeja is not doing well. Okay, and maybe he wants to concentrate on his cricket. Considering it's the T20 World Cup, he wants to get back in form and wants to. All of that aside, do you think they still harbor hopes of making it to the playoffs?
Right now.
And thought that maybe with MS back as the official
they will definitely give it a push. Okay. What I feel is they'll want to end this season on a high. And then build for 2022.
Okay.
Because that's what they did in 2023, sorry. They'll want to end 2022 on a high. That's what they did in 2020. They won 4 consecutive games towards the end. That laid the base for a good 2021. But with a steady leadership. This time what has happened? Okay, Jadeja was thrust into leadership. But then Dhoni was doing all the decision making. So rather than white-anting, why don't you directly give him the leadership role? And extend for one more year, 2023. Who knows, by the time 3-year contracts are done. There's a 3-year contract. So 2024 Dhoni phases away. And then 2023 gives you the base for a good leader.
So Redacted Shetty has a point, and he's saying CSK should have made Faf the captain for 2-3 years. They were planning to change captaincy early on. Then Gaikwad could have been groomed at that time. I agree. We've spoken about this.
But again, Faf's age. 37.
But he's still captain for RCB, right?
See, what is RCB's position?
Entire point is you would have a transitionary captain, na? That's what you were looking at Faf du Plessis for. You would have him for a couple of years and then hand it over to somebody like Ruturaj Gaikwad, as you guys are pointing out.
Maybe Chennai Super Kings felt that instead of Faf, maybe the transition could happen with Raidu at max.
But then they appointed Jadeja.
So just to let you know what fans think, Vedika Patel says Dhoni back as captain and I'm really happy. Devansh says Ben Stokes maybe could be the one they target. We've discussed about it, but for that we don't know how they'll acquire him, whether there'll be a mini auction, whether there'll be some sort of trade. Or for firstly, we don't even know whether Ben Stokes would now becoming captain of England. Would even be
because available for IPL.
Because if I have to point out to the family members that now that he's the test captain, let us make it very clear, test captain, the ECB want their test captains or the regular test players to play in the first couple of rounds in the county.
Correct.
That overlaps with May. That means Stokes, if we speak for Chennai and as captain, will not be available for the second half of the IPL.
So if they have to target, and this is just a thought process I was having, I don't know how it would work out, but if they have trades, one player they could target would be Jason Holder.
Yeah, he's a good captain material.
In fact, he'll return back to CSK.
Yes, he's played for Chennai as well.
Yes, he played for CSK.
Started with them in the IPL.
Yeah, he's a very good option for.
That's what I was thinking. That's why I was thinking we should actually.
No, but it will also depend on whether Lucknow wants to give him.
That's so he's saying if
you can trade, I'm saying that's someone they can target. I'm not saying there's a
guarantee. There's so many.
If you offer Deepak Chahar
I'm saying there are so many
They may
permutations,
give.
so many permutations that way.
Yeah.
Who you could
But
get,
see,
who might be
if
there.
you look at all the 10 teams, there is not a bowler. I mean, Hardik Pandya is a batting all-rounder, but there's no bowler who's leading the IPL side.
Yeah. Or if you give them, I don't know, if you offer them, let's say, someone like a Tikshana, mystery spinner, you don't have, then they may be okay, I will give you Jason Humra. Who knows? They anyway have too many all-rounders, they push him to 7, 8 sometimes to bat.
Yeah, he might himself push for the trade, saying, okay, I got
We
a
don't
chance to
know
lead a
whether that
franchise.
is. We don't know whether
Yeah, I'm saying
yeah.
all
If
theoretical at
all-
this point, all
okay.
theoretical. But I'm just saying he's a good option to target.
It'll be funny if they go at the end of the season, we are going to appoint Jadeja again next season.
Bye
He's
bye.
gonna be,
See you.
He's going to be an opener.
Yeah.
Akhil Shukla is saying now CSK is going to win every match because Dhoni is back. See, this also tells you how much people loved MS Dhoni as captain. Even though we've been fooling around a bit and saying that he was anyway captain.
When he comes
But-
out for
but-
the toss, I just imagine how that
that crowd is
celebration
gonna-
will be.
Yeah,
My God.
but to be fair, we keep saying that it was MS Dhoni was captaining. But if you remember, there are certain clips that have gone viral. I remember Surya Kumar Yadav and Jadeja talking post match. I could hear the audio, and they were Surya was saying, "You placed a fielder there." He said, "Yeah, I placed it because I knew." So all our assumptions that Dhoni is still captain may not be entirely true, and Jadeja was taking a lot of calls as well. But anyway, now he's decided it's best to concentrate, which I think is a great decision. If it's not working for him, we as Indian fans would want Jadeja back in form.
Yes.
However,
I want him back in that
Yeah.
2019 World Cup form where he was just, he's
Only one match.
yeah, even then,
Yeah.
even then,
I would want
lit a fire under his
Jadeja
ego.
as peak in 2012-13. Single-handedly in 2013, along with Dhawan, he helped you win the Champions Trophy.
True.
yeah, no, but Jadeja recently with both bat and ball is something
Yeah.
else.
Yeah.
That Jadeja
Yeah, but in the IPL, we haven't seen that at all.
That's why they had to get the
for
captaincy
Indian
off him.
cricket.
Yeah.
Only legitimate captain redacted Shetty is pointing out is Owen Morgan. That's.
I mean, I make
That's
jokes,
a
but he
valid
did
point.
lead them.
So
to
in
an
terms
IPL
of,
final.
country captain.
But then he's also old, so I mean, if you're wanting a long-term option, Manish
Pandey
is
I don't know.
not playing for his side only.
captain will go.
Oh,
when
Varun Parvatani is pointing out how about Devon Conway.
Devon Conway.
But again,
I'll have to research
lack of
that.
leadership. He's not even captained his provincial side also.